Hello, beautiful shining souls. My name is Jostine, Intuitive Life Guide from the Philippines. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's life tip, let God, the universe, spirit, whatever you resonate with. For me, I'll use God. So let God speak to you. So before I go to the life tip, just wanna acknowledge that the last episode that I did, it was follow your energy, and I said there it's part 1. I intended to have a follow-up to continue the conversation for follow your energy on a later future videos, so just watch out for that. All right, but today, yes, the life tip is let God speak to you. We each have our own belief system, our own faith, and honoring and respecting that. Just wanna make clear that this is going to be outside of any specific religion, practices, belief system, or faith. I believe that we are one, right? We are one with God, with the universe, with life, and life is wanting to express through us, right? And we are given this sacred vessel and this opportunity to be alive in this time, in this moment in time, because we have a mission in this world. We have a role to play. We have, something that only we can contribute to the highest good of all. We have the opportunity to be a blessing to others in whatever work we are doing, wherever we are, and whoever we are interacting with, right? And we are also the same way that, we can be blessed by others wherever we are, whatever we are doing, and whoever we are interacting with. So that is the lens that I want to speak about when I say, let God speak to you, right? So this is really being in tune with life. God speaks to us in different ways. And of course, if you are from a specific religion, like for example, for Christians, right? The belief, that, the word of God, the words that He left us with through the Bible, that's one way. And then when we attend services, if you're a Catholic, right? So we hear the Mass. Aside from reading the Bible, right? We also have our priests giving homilies, and there's the praise and worship in prayer meetings if you attend that, right? But I also believe that God also speaks to us in the everyday life, right? In our mundane, day-to-day, everyday life, by nature, with what we are reading or listening or watching, like this, right? Like, sometimes you just watch a YouTube video and it's just like, in that video there's a message that really resonates with you. Like if you feel that, for me, like when I feel like it really touches my heart, like it really hits deep, and sometimes I'll go even teary-eyed, like that really resonates with me. I take that as a sign that, God is speaking to me through that video, right? And sometimes we also, like at the random times, we see something in the billboard, like while we're walking in the street, right? Or maybe a thought comes up out of nowhere, right? And if you're, practicing more, getting in tune with your intuition, like listening to the wisdom of our body, being in silence and stillness, it's also, creating space for spirit to speak to us, in the stillness, in the silence. For myself, sometimes I'll use the oracle cards or tarot, so that's also one way. Or sometimes I'll just, I'll feel my eyes, like I have my books here. Sometimes I'll feel drawn to a book So I'll pick that book and a number will come up, like a page number, and I'll go there and I'll be surprised because there's like a specific message in that page for something that I'm contemplating about. Like those things, you know. So it's very, very it's really not based from logic, but it's giving yourself that space, creating that space for God, for universe, for spirit, your higher self, your intuition to speak to you, right? And yeah, where am I going with this? And also, this is an invitation for us to, you know, there are a lot, like because of the internet, we can easily get information right away, right? And there are lots of people we can reach out to ask for advice, right? To get their wisdom and knowledge. And what I'm receiving right now in terms of why this life leap is wanting to be shared at this time is we need to go back to ourselves. We need to go back to having that relationship with God, with the divine, with life, with the universe, with spirit, with your higher self. Like again, whatever you resonate with. Because as much as it is a gift to have all this information available in our fingertips, it's also harmful if we do not connect with our inner wisdom and allow it to guide us, to help us discern what is true and what is not. And I'm saying, or I'm using the word true or truth very lightly here because yes, there is an absolute truth. However, there are also different truths as we resonate with it. Gosh. and it's in this differences that where we are invited to really bring our awareness to what is true for us, not what the world is saying is the truth, not what other people are saying is the truth, not what authorities are saying is the truth, but checking in with yourself and discerning for yourself what is true for you. And when I say what is true for you, this is an invitation for you to connect to the wisdom of God within you. And that's again why there is this invitation of let God speak to you. Allow God to speak to you. And in doing this, it's not for us to hold on to what we believe in so strongly that we're not opening ourselves to other possible truths. Because when we do that, that is when disharmony happens. I think there is beauty in life we're in. I don't know, like, take this with a grain of salt, but I believe that for each of us, you know, even though we have different beliefs and faith and we resonate with different truths, I feel like that's an expression of life, and there's something for us to discover. That's why we only glimpse a part of truth, because I feel like it's an invitation for us to work together, right? To be in harmony with one another and to really find what is common, what is same, what is, not that we agree 100%, but we are moved by a similar vision, and because we want to have that vision into a reality, we're able to bring out the essence of truth in each of us, and from there we bring to life the gift that wants to be expressed in us. I don't know, like, I'm still contemplating on that, but at this time, like, that is what is wanting to be expressed, and I think it's really curious and interesting. You're here for a reason, you're here for a purpose, and if you're watching this, there's really no other invitation for you at this time other than connecting and allowing God to speak to you. That's it. However that manifests, however that unfolds for you, be curious and be open and allow life to speak to you in your everyday and see what will happen. And just be in that space of openness, of receptivity, of awe and wonder and humility to be proven wrong if we are holding something that doesn't feel aligned or is not working for us anymore, and then go from there. Anything else? Okay, so since we're saying let the universe speak, final message. Journey by moonlight, believe in magic. Okay, so there are several things in this last message. So first, you're invited to see the magic in the mundane, see the magic in everyday, right? Again, like, God does not dwell in a specific building or in a specific group or in a specific religion. He dwells in each of us, in our hearts. And He dwells in other beings, in other lives, right? And so we're invited to see that magic, that possibility of seeing ourselves and our neighbors, right? Seeing life and having that wonder, curiosity of where or how is God speaking to me today? Where in my life am I invited to pause, listen, and see God speaking to me through that situation, through that person, through that event or experience? You're invited to see the magic in everything. And then the second is about the moon. You know, the moon has different phases, right? Sometimes it's so bright, and sometimes it's so dark. Sometimes it's waning, sometimes it's waxing. And yet, the moon is there wherever it is, right? It's not disappearing. The same way that we are being reminded that, you know, sometimes when we feel like we cannot hear or feel God's presence in our lives, we cannot hear Him speak through us, it doesn't mean that that is true. It just means that we have to further connect with that trust that even though we may not feel and hear His presence, His words, as clearly as we would have wanted or as needed, still there. And in that seemingly absence of God, how can we connect more when there is no proof or seemingly no proof of His words comforting us, of His presence being with us? And lastly, this is not your journey alone. This is an invitation for you, for us, to see how we are being supported by life. The miracle in our lives, like we think that it's something that is, something extraordinary, out of this world, unfathomable. But really, the most amazing miracle in our lives is found in our connections, in what's in our environment, what is being presented to us, what we already have in our lives. If we can see how we are living already in that miracle zone, how you are a miracle, you are the miracle itself, imagine what will open up for you. How amazing this world will be, and how amazing and magical your life will be if you can see how blessed you already are. Because more than anything else, I believe that today's life tip, letting God speak to you, it's also letting God speak through you, through your life, through your words, through your actions, through your energy, your presence. Looking at how your life is unfolding and seeing, oh my gosh, God has been speaking to me all along. You can just take a moment and pause and see where you were, especially now. We're ending 2023. And you may feel like nothing has changed, nothing significant has changed for you this year. I invite you to pause and really see how your life has been this past year, this year. And really notice how God has been speaking to you, through you. Alright? Anything else? Yeah, I feel complete. So, yeah, I'll just last one. Alright, so thank you so much for being with me today. I hope that this has been helpful. Until the next episode, peace, love, and light. The world is waiting for your magic.